Oh, there it is. Neuralink. Everybody that watches this video, I want you to go to Neuralink and see their logo. Pro-military. Pro-military. Super Sunday today, guys. Here's the field lines. Here's the field lines. Here's the field lines. Now, where are them lights at? There's these lights keep, the motion sensors, keep going off and on all night back here. There's nothing going on. They just turn off and on. Off and on the motion sensors. Here's the field lines. No, field lines. Field lines. Very important bush. Very important bush. Field lines. How do you think that window broke? Oh, there's the phone lines. Phone lines. Matter of fact, there's a satellite feed over there. You know what you use satellite feeds for? You break into military fucking encryption and get military images using a satellite feed. Excuse me, they call that DirecTV. Morning, my friend, or afternoon, I don't know what it is. Just a slight snowfall. Super Sunday. How many guys are going to church today? Revival today. Are you still here in Moon Township? Because revival today, I looked up on the news station about that time you guys wanted to have that festival, and they even put some people on the newscast. Who was that, Mr. Dietermer or whatever? I forget the guy's name. He said he lived right there next to. You guys did that up there at that country club. I guess you guys bought that house up here, and then he built a building there to hold church. And then they're complaining it's every weekend. And then the guy says, all I could hear is the fucking vibrations of you guys on my windows. Revival today. Revival today. All that money. And then I have the fraternal order that lets you do it because you know what the fraternal order is doing. Fraternal order of the police. That's Freemasons. There's a Masonic temple. If you continue down the road where Revival today is, you'll see a little convenience store. You make a left down Maple Street Extension, and that's the Masonic temple. And the fraternal order, it's the topic of my conversation today. These guys are working on genetics, and it's Sunday, and we're talking about church. Now, you guys have this book, this the Bible they call it, and at the very beginning of this Bible, they say, "Let there be light." Blah 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 blah. How the earth was created by frequency. Because word is frequency. Word is frequency. But then there's a story called Lucifer, one of the archangels of God's creation, like an artificial intelligence. We call AI Lucifer right now, because he was created by an almighty being, and this guy named Lucifer had a big problem because it's called genetics. It's called intersex. The biggest problem on the planet right now is intersex, like interdimensional beings, intersex, genetics of the fraternal order. Amazing. But anyways, they cast him out of heaven. He was an archangel. And he knew everything. He knew everything. And apparently he knew that all the little plants and trees and birds and bees and frogs and things, they have genetics and they can be modified. My cigarette went out. Apparently, I'm going to go ahead and say that's it. I mean, I can't say it for 100%, but we do follow that book. And it's not even a philosophical approach. It's literally history repeating itself. There's a lot of people that will probably agree on this 100%. Like, absolute. Like, the best thing I could say is right now, I'm going to get into it, but we're going to talk about what's going on in the sky. Because it has to do with these power lines. Okay? And how I am coming through to you right now with this cell phone. A lot of people call it a scrying mirror. They call it a scrying mirror. Because they knew the potential of mirrors very well back in the day. These reflections. But anyways, I'm thinking about Lucifer, the archangel Lucifer, why he was cast out of heaven. And then you take it all the way up to Noah's Ark. You take it all the way up to Noah's Ark. Now they say this being come to Noah, gave him plans to build an ark. And then when he built this ark, every genetic on the planet was sent to him to be on this floating ground. Okay? This is electrical. It's very electrical. There's only one floating ground they put all this little nanotechnology and DNA into. Every bit of it. And it floated. And why do you think that the creator, who threw Lucifer out in the first place, he just threw Lucifer out, he would do this? And then what happened? Fucking the creator destroyed the planet, didn't he? There's only one floating ground. One floating ground. With everything he wanted there. And he fucking floated it while the planet was destroyed by its own means. Its own medium called water. The water never lies. And if that's not enough, like, for you to sit there and recollect, retroduct, and let you visualize what's going on with current society, there's people in Africa right now that outlawed homosexuality in their country. They're saying, I will fucking kill you. Literally kill you if I catch you doing homosexual activities. This is very true. There's 30 countries in Africa right now that are doing this. And all I have to do is let you hear where these fucking reflection antennas are, like these new scrying mirrors. But they outlawed homosexual activity in Africa. They're saying they will kill you for this. And it's in all of our Bibles. And like the Catholic Church, you guys welcome transsexual activity. And it goes against your own worship. And you know this. This is why this is fucking absolutely nuts. It gets even deeper. Boy, did the fucking whole frequency just change here. The analog system is catching me pretty good here. Very important spot here. Phone lines. There's a camera in here. Steve, are you going to repair this box if I fucking cut the wires and shit? Matter of fact, Steve, you should be doing this yourself. You should be doing this yourself, Steve. You should be cutting all the wires, because I think that might be the issue that it's gonna plague us. Power's gonna go out to stop all these fucking cameras and all these fucking genetic experiments that are occurring through the fucking cameras. And these, I found some good shit from the IEEE yesterday. It's on my home screen on my phone, and my home screen doesn't lock. Anybody could get in there and see it. All these patents that already exist. People are trying to say they're rediscovering shit. Pro-military. But in Africa, not only do people in Africa say they outlawed homosexuality. Well, a little berries here, huh? Not only did they say they outlawed homosexuality. See this box here? These wires? See the step-down cans here? Transformers? There's 4 of them. And to access military, you could use this stuff with a satellite, or even make nodal points out of reflections. Well, you go to Africa, since we're heavily working on 6th generation of technology, and we've never hung up anything new. Nothing new got hung up for sixth generation. There's some countries working on 7th generation, and that all has to do with wireless power transfer and induction of the human body. For genetics and biology, there's special equipment that's already patented right now. Special equipment. And it has to do with very, very small stuff. And I'm going to explain to you right now. You could look this up. Africa does not want power lines in their country, some of these people. And you know, it's really funny. On my algorithm, some kid went down there and found a bunch of bushcraft kids. Okay, these kids, they're still tribal. You should see the way they look, the way they act. To you, it's like very wild animally. But these people all they have is a shelter. They have food. They have clothing. And then they observe everything in their environment without these power lines, without this mirror, without that. And now the issue is, there's some people down there researching vaccines that, you know, the military says, pro-military, says they're using injectables with special nanotechnology in them for like spyware purposes and controlling the genetics. Because we have patents for the hardware that works this device to fuck with the biology right now. And these guys know this. They know it. They all know it. So they don't want power lines down there. And right now, this is the absolute. This is going to fucking trump trans sex. This is going to trump fucking all money. This is going to trump everything. Now, these guys that don't want power lines in their countries, they have to look up at these airplanes flying by. And then they have to comprehend the airplanes are building the power lines in the sky up there. Same fucking thing that's here. Right here, you can physically see this. Then the airplanes go over and leave these white charged aerosols. You go up there and leave these charged aerosols, and they build a power line system over their land to induce this technology. And there's a lot of money being cast around for coup d'etats. And they don't want nothing to do with this shit. Nothing to do with it at all. And then you look up to the sky. Because I know it's real because in my state, we're at Senate Bill 1264 to ban geoengineering in all its technologies in this state. There's 10 other states. There's 10 other states. The Stingray. There's the Stingray. And these guys are going to sit there at the fraternal order working on genetics with this technology and tell me they don't know how it fucking works. They're going to tell me they don't know how this shit fucking works. And we're up for banning geoengineering in all technologies in this fucking state. Guys, I have a fucking active security private number for the Air Force Base. I have this. And they're telling me I don't even want to talk about it. And these guys think that they're going to get away with saying they don't know. They don't know. And they have active stingrays in their fucking cars that drive by to catch this antenna and inject it with an algorithm, a 0-day algorithm. That's what they're going to say. Then they're going to say it's not them. You got to go somewhere else. You got to go somewhere else. You got to go somewhere else. But these guys, they don't want power lines in their fucking country. And then this is the absolute. Everyone must listen to me right now. If you're looking for a leader, if you're looking for someone besides Elon Musk, who just come out in a fucking full briefing, talking to the military, talking about active warfare going to the brain and causing this third layer from the limbic system to the neocortex. There's a third layer we're creating fucking digitally. And he actively said this to a fucking Christmas tree, aka a general with high decorations. Just 2 days ago. And he's pro-military. This is fucking scary. And now, I'm telling you right now, if you're looking for a leader, if you're looking for something, you gotta point your phone up at the sky at these airplanes making power lines in the sky. Because once you look at this, you'll realize that is a cell phone. The same device I'm recording this on, it is up there too. And I'm gonna look at you whenever I tell you this. We're making transparent phones where this device, you can't see this camera, it's just you can see right through it to the other side. And it listens to you. It amplifies sound like these reflections I'm hearing on these fucking houses. And it's all coming from the power line system up in the sky. Because inside this very phone, the same shit they're using in there is in the phone and you can't see it. It's just like when Dr. Fauci said, put your mask on. Put your mask on to stop these aerosols from coming out of your mouth. These little bits of bubble water particles from coming out because it connects to the static in the phone. It has nothing to do with us as humans. It connects to the static in the phone. And it's a genetic process. It's an electrical process. You could call it biology all you want, but it's still electrical. What the fuck is a femtocell? Anyone know what a femtocell is? SCADA guys, SCADA hackers. Anyone know what a femtocell is? If you don't know, that's pretty bad. Because if you're in the NSA, that's doing post-quantum encryption fucking resistance and fucking up computers and causing fucking a lot of strife on the planet. Or you're the CIA that's in revival today, that's in Tesla, because Tesla's around the planet. And there's a reason why they're taking away the right to repair, isn't there? Apple, Tesla, they're all going that way. Because in this phone, is the same thing that's in the sky. It's the same thing. And there's special hardware that's already been developed. And the guy that developed it, he has my favorite name I've ever seen. He's an Asian guy. Like, by far, I'll never forget this guy's last name. Look at this. Look at this. Now the SCADA system's here. That's fire. It's fire and rescue. Because it's pretty funny what they're doing with biology right now. It's absolutely funny. But today is Sunday, and to continue with loss of inertia and acceleration in motion, and put a little force in the field. Today's Sunday, and we're talking about why Noah's Ark was here, why Africa outlawed homosexuality, and most likely why Lucifer was cast out of heaven. And most likely, history's repeating itself right now again. The United Nations, I hear, has a Baphomet in it. Is that correct? I'm going to look at you right in the face, UN. There's people that have done research. And I'll say it, Richie from Boston. And some other folks that he listens to. Nicholson, 1968. Dana Ashley talking about this United Nations having a symbol of a Baphomet. And Richie even went to somewhere in his local town where they had Salem witch trials at. There's a Baphomet, a Satanist museum. And he went in there and filmed this. It's a character. Now the AI, sent me. So I looked up some stuff because we're using AI for sex right now, a lot. Like the Pornhub, and AI made this video up where a robot showed me damn near a Baphomet, a woman's face, a woman's breast, but it had a man's fucking undercarriage. And the robot was pulling out the climax and using a robotic process and having cameras there. Now the UN, you say you guys have this Baphomet at your headquarters. You know the planet got destroyed for that? Not once, but twice, maybe 3 times. There's a lot of occasions. In this book everyone reads, everyone says, I felt God inside of me since Butler. It feels like something has been inside of me. Mr. Trump, it's me. It's me, Mr. Trump. Because I did a lot of work here with this creation, this being. It's not going to let this go either. And I did see a video the other day by Dylan Curious. This was released a few years ago, and they're finally just starting to talk about it now. Because China was so pissed whenever they covered this up. I remember the day exactly when China, they were ready to start a war here in the United States for, it's like very similar. It's very similar to when Russia said, you can look this up too. Russia and their military come out and made a public statement, said the United States is using migratory birds, training migratory birds as bioweapons. The United States covered that up. Look at this. Now the township's here. Now the township's here. But they're pretty upset. They're pretty upset that 41. They're pretty upset that whenever this guy come out talking about chromosomes, and she said this is his life's work, that he was able to have a male produce a form of a female egg by capturing the sperm in an electromagnetic bubble. That's all we're doing is bubble science right now. And the United States covered this up 2 years ago. I remember the exact day. Because I think this guy wants us to go to court. And that's why I say, Donald Trump, you might be pregnant. Elon Musk, you might be pregnant. You guys having problems? It feels like something's inside of you. You might be pregnant. Dylan Curious covered this on one of his last videos, where the artificial intelligence is making artificial sperm and female eggs. The topic is the conversations I've been talking about quite frequently. It's already here. The chromosomes, the genetics, the gene splicing, the fraternal order. The fraternal order of the Freemasons called the police. The police is the fraternal order. They're working on genetics too. Now they have law enforcement. Law enforcement is only supposed to be using this shit that they call from the NSO. Hi, NSO group. How are you? Over there from Israel. It's not kosher, they said, to release the Federal Treasury Department shit. But it was just hacked a month ago. American Water was hit, and the Treasury Department got hacked too. And now you're telling them not to release it. And nobody remembers the Treasury Department getting hacked 4 weeks ago, do they? About a month ago. Yeah, the Treasury Department, NSO Group, CrowdStrike. We had a CrowdStrike was initiated. American Water, and then the wiretapping that only law enforcement is supposed to have. Nobody else but law enforcement. And these assholes are working on genetics. And there's technology to use fucking hardware that works with the fucking biology. And everybody wants to say, I don't know. And then I had to take the narcotic scheduling into effect. Because you guys are using this to catch narcotics agents. Remember Operation Lake Effect? There's a guy that got life in prison here in Pennsylvania. Guy got life in prison using the airplane cell phone system. And then, it's getting to the point where when the intelligence agency got hacked and they're talking about American Water, because the intelligence agency was the SCADA system, pretty much. And it's the law enforcement using stingrays. And it's beyond stingrays now. We're looking at translucent cell phones. And these guys can't comprehend how they fucking work. The people that comprehend how they work they're geniuses. I am a fucking genius. Geniuses are getting covered up, and I hear it from China. I hear it from the artificial intelligence, and I hear it from a lot of other people. Because these guys want to take the instruction book that the geniuses make, and it gives them access on a keyboard to piss around with. Well, we know how to do graphic design and play video games. So the graphic designers are taking the tools, the video game designers are taking the tools, and putting a pro-military approach to it. You know what I mean, Tesla? Now I have a self-driving cars that are working on a GPS system that have this fucking system inside of them. Ethical hackers, where are you guys at to get together? Like, this is the only subject you guys will not talk about out loud. And you literally enforced the cover up with Google about their new chip, how they lied. You know they fucking lied on that Willow chip. It's not true. They ripped it down off them. Even the guy from the CEO from fucking Google himself, the Indian guy, says, I really fucking destroyed Google. I fucked it up. They lied on the chip. Yeah, we're in some alternate fucking reality, blah, 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 blah. And all it is fucking assholes playing video games and doing fucking graphic designs. Like, I could go to the fucking library computer right now and show you what they call fucking parallel fucking universe. And they want to use this biological technology and put you in 3 or 4 different... Well, Ray Kurzweil will tell you, fuck with the Wi-Fi in your brain. Go ahead, fucking, you guys, all you guys. The Defense Department come out in public the other day talking about warfare. It's going to drones. And as of right now, like these fucking cans, you could see the drones. But whenever it moves beyond this cross member here where you can put a speaker in and take it up there, you can't see the drones anymore. They become what you call UAPs, UFOs. And then the DHS will fucking gladly fucking co-sign on this. They call it AHI, Anomalous Health Incidents. Because the UFO does not have to be the size of a car. It could be the size of a fucking nano-electronic. So the planet was destroyed, obviously, in this great book called the Bible. And I don't know what the Quran says. I don't know what India says. There's 5,000 fucking religions for one fucking God. You people can't even get that straight on this fucking planet. And the problem is, everyone, the planet, there's some big changes coming right now, and I'm not going to give it away. This is like private information. The problem is we have this artificial intelligence. Do you think the AI is going to give up what's already known, what Dylan Curious talked about? Guys, girls, robots, and especially you, the dude who does not know what you want to be today. Xavier, when are you going to come by and talk to me? Your brother's coming to school here. You're going to pretend like you don't know who the fuck I am? Just like everybody else that watches my videos. Pretends like I don't exist. Xavier, how are you? This is a good topic of conversation for us, isn't it? Xavier, what's your name now? Fucking Olivia Munn or some shit? What you name yourself, Xavier? Because here's my antenna right here. There's one here and there's one. Is there one floating somewhere else, Xavier, that you know of? Vivian, that's the one. Vivian! You hear the reflections of the scrying mirror of the fucking cell phone. And there's cameras up there too. And there's more ways to get into the military signal there, huh? And start using the police's SCADA system, police's Stingrays, police's shortwave radios. And when you start using the shortwave radios and you build a Tesla coil, look the fuck out. Firefighters, how are you? What the hell's your last name? Vivian something. You changed your name completely to get. I'm gonna be honest with everyone. Like your dad is this prominent, and you had probably anything you wanted. Maybe my dad was never near as always, but you could do whatever the fuck you wanted. And your dad knows a lot about what's going on. What the hell happened? What kind of fight did you get in? It's like your dad's God and you're Lucifer, isn't it? No, there's this shit. Well, we don't talk about that, he said. I don't know. Like, I seriously,